Let's make sure this is working right. And that there is no crazy echo going on. But I think it should be fine. Last time it went well. Let me make sure I can see chat. Which is, somebody pointed out in the chat that live streaming for hours on end is challenging, and it is true. It's true. You gotta pay attention to what people are saying. Oh, they're throwing ads on the stream now. Okay, let's check audio here. Looks good. All right. Should be good to get started in 1 minute. You can probably hear me all better. Welcome to everybody who's just joining the stream. Just started a minute ago. Was just making sure that audio and stuff is working correctly. No, I don't want game bar. So I'll reset the daytime here. All right. So for people who are just joining, we started a couple minutes ago. I'm gonna try to make it a longer stream today because a lot of people gave me feedback that they'd like seeing streams on the weekends and on weekends, especially late at night, later at night. So I'll try to make it a little later in the day. And also people voted they prefer to watch streams. Oh, hey, Teoscar, aloha. People also said they prefer watching streams PM, later in the PM during the week. So I'll be trying to do that. If I do that during the week, I'll probably do one later, like after work hours. So I'll be trying to do that. The point of this stream is that, I guess I've teased it, so I'm going to talk about it. When we were doing the Frostallion Noct against Moonlord Ultra, I was thinking that Moonlord Ultra did so well that, here, I think I have the Frostallions around here. This Frostallion build, something like this, did so well on Moonlord Ultra that I was thinking, why did they do so well? Well, they did well because of Invader, right? And because Invader is boosting Dark Wisp and Beam Slicer, which are two big components in that fight. So I was thinking, Chillette time to shine? No Chillette. It's going to be Astagon, actually. So I was thinking that why do people steer clear from Astagon? Well, nobody really uses Astagon because Astagon is big and Astagon takes a lot of hits from Holy Burst, right? That's the theory, that it gets eaten alive by Holy Burst. Well, not quite. Not in practice. It turns out that Astagon, both in Raid and Arena, is actually quite strong. And if you look at a lot of Arena builds people use, obviously Meteor Rain is very strong. But it turns out that if you kind of think about it, Astagon, which I think a lot of people commented on the videos, Astagon has Stab 2, Dragon and Dark, right? And what do we know about Dragon and Dark? Well, Dragon and Dark have two very strong skills, which are Dark Wisp and Beam Slicer, right? So it makes sense that Dark Wisp and Beam Slicer are very strong, right? Everybody agrees with that. They are very strong in the Moonlord Ultra fight. But what else do we know about Dark Wisp and Beam Slicer and Meteor Rain? Well, they're really strong in Arena too. So it turns out that with Invader, Astagon is giving itself a 50% elemental increase. Well, plus 30, plus 20. So if you do the math, it comes out to, if you do like something deals 100 damage, you multiply it by 0.3 because of Invader, and then you multiply it by 0.2 again because of the typing. So you get a substantial increase to the elements that are really powerful right now, which are Dragon and Dark. Yes, Impatient Imp, exactly, 56%, thank you. So it's quite a multiplicative strength increase, very, very strong. And when I tested this in Arena, Not as reliable as Turtle Terra, but even though they burn, basically this is a better Orzhok in Arena because it has 125 defense, 125 attack. Even though it's bigger, in Arena they actually don't really die because of the increased defense. It's like a stronger Orzhok in Arena. And then the part that I haven't tested is in raids, which I'll be doing now. We're going to be doing 15 Astagons against Xenolord Ultra and seeing how they do. It's the first time I try them against Xenolord Ultra. And we're also going to be doing them against Eye of Cthulhu, Moonlord Ultra. And the theory should be that because they're so good with Invader on top of their stab with those skills, they should be good with a what's it called? With a Moonlord build, which would be Hydro Slicer, Beam Slicer, and Dark Wisp. So I don't expect that they're going to be as good as Frostallion Noct. However, if they do as expected, that would really put Astagon as the #1 Dragon raid pal, Dragon DPS pal, which I have a meme that I made. I haven't posted it, but it's that meme with the curve that says, you know, the curve with the bell curve distribution meme. And it's like, the bell curve distribution is the start of the distribution is like I don't want to say the R word, but it's somebody who's not very bright, and they're like, oh, Astagon's really bad. And then at the genius end of the curve, the middle of the curve, you have somebody saying, oh, Astagon sucks. But then at the genius end of the curve, or the IQ curve, like 140 and up, it's the same as the not very smart person saying Astagon is very good. So I think that's kind of what's going on here. That basically, because we have a bump in the road with Xenolord Ultra, which has Holy Burst, nobody really uses Astagon, but we're going to be using it today. So let's go ahead and get this started here. Let me make sure I have 15. Should be 15 here. They're going to be repairing and spreading out. And we're going to be seeing how they do 15 of them against Holy Burst. And basically a couple of runs. And then we're going to be doing... okay, we have a comment here. Let me go through your comments before we start. Astagon Army, finally, yes. I honestly think that they're not as bad as people say, especially now. Ooh, they scratch themselves. New idle animation. I hadn't noticed that. And I predict that they're going to be really strong against Moonlord Ultra. Because it makes a lot of sense, right? Do we really care about a big hitbox on Moonlord Ultra? No, not really. Because Frostallion Noct did so well against them. Like, basically, Frostallion Noct kind of clumped up here. And they would block each other's... block attacks from each other. So Moonlord Ultra would only hit a couple of them at a time. The hitbox turned out to not really matter in the fight at all. So let me go through your comments before we start. Let's go. I commented twice for you. Yes, Impatient, I saw your comments. Please also try Fire Fist Breathstorm afterward. It is almost as strong as Blast Cannon and Beam Slicer. Which move do you want me to replace? Blast Cannon? We can do one with Blast Cannon and one with Firestorm. I didn't do Firestorm on these because I don't want them getting too close to Xenolord. But let's do both. Let's do one with Blast Cannon and one with Fire Fist. But anyway, the point of this video is that I strongly suspect that they're going to do a lot better than people think in both raids. And I already tested, and they do really, really well in Arena. Honestly, they do better than Orzhok in Arena. I mean, it's quite surprising. And it's basically because they're an Orzhok that's bigger, it floats, and also the Pal Tamer turns out to not be able to deal with their floating hitbox a lot. Floating hitbox protects them against a lot of stuff. So I don't want them blowing their cooldowns on that. Okay. So in Arena, they actually turn out doing a lot better than people think. Completely AFK Arena. Replace Holy Burst. Okay. Well, let's do one. Let's do one with Holy Burst and then one with one without it. We can replace Holy Burst with Fire Fist. We can try that. Anyway, let's do Xenolord first and see how they do. These are with Holy Burst. Oh, wrong raid. So these are complete miss, by the way, because of the hitbox, I guess. This is not good because he's going after me because of the Beam Slicer. Let's try to get him not moving too much. He's moving a little too much. So they missed the Beam Slicers there completely, by the way. The Beam Slicer missed there completely. And the damage was still okay. So let's see a Holy Burst. Would be nice to see. Holy Burst. No deaths yet. And no rescue pals. I think I left Meteor Rain on one of them. We do have a couple of them that healed themselves. Okay, we do have some deaths now. Let's take care of that. A lot of deaths. That was a Holy Burst right there. A lot of Holy Burst killed like 6 of them. So obviously very weak to Holy Burst. Will it matter though? Let's go back up. He hasn't killed any more of them, by the way. After that Holy Burst, he couldn't really do a lot of them. Okay, we've got a meteor, cosmic meteor here. I suspect that might be on me. Oh, it's not on me. Okay. This is Astagon, by the way. No deaths yet. Again, after the first Holy Burst, could have killed him. We got another stagger here. I have a couple of them with Dark Wisp, which is wrong. I should switch that. They look to be okay with running to their own pods. We have a stuck up here. Let's see if we can fix that. Somebody here stuck. Is these guys? Anybody else? Nope. Okay, we have another Holy Burster. Killed 5 of them. Well, I haven't done Frostallion on this boss, by the way. So there's no comparison. But they are pretty bulky, yeah. He hasn't been able to kill more of them. He only kills them when there's Holy Bursts, by the way. That's pretty much it. So pretty simple. He seems to only kill them when he casts Holy Burst. So let's see. Did raids have Frost Noct on Xenolord Ultra? I did not. No, I never did that for Xenolord Ultra. I only did them against. I only did them against Moonlord. So that wasn't bad at all. They ate 2 Holy Bursts. Pretty fast too. Let's see if we can fix those guys up here. No, I wouldn't do Frostallion Noct against Xenolord Ultra. Like, I mean, you could, right? You can. They're gonna win. It's just not gonna be very. I mean, you could. We could do it right now. It's just. I mean, you're kind of banging your head against the wall. Are they doing better than Neptilius? They're probably doing better than the level 60 ones I tested, yeah, because these are maxed out. They should not be doing better than Neptilius because Neptilius has a much higher special attack damage. That was a 4-minute kill with 1 rescue pal. I think. If somebody can go back and check, it was like 4 minutes. With 1 rescue pal and 1 meteor rain on my Astagon. Cool thing is, Astagon can actually build stuff. All right, let's do one more Xenolord Ultra. And then let's get rid of Holy Burst, because we had a request here to do it without it. So let's do that. Let me move here. So we're getting rid... You said you wanted to get rid of Holy Burst to go all dragon damage, right? So no meteor rain. Okay, so this is going to be all dragon damage. Should be interesting to see. But honestly, they're fairly tanky. A lot tankier than I suspected. Pretty easy to keep alive, by the way. That was 15 of them. There's only 1 rescue pal here, and it's on me. None of them really caught fire, by the way. I didn't really see a lot of them on fire. They kind of all went to heal, no problem. Or maybe they just caught fire and went up to heal and I didn't see it, but not a lot of fires that run. Okay. These do have Meteor Rain, by the way, which you can use in Arena, which is it's very strong. Why Beam Slayer missed so much? Because he moved at the start. I didn't have him. I didn't lock him down. You need to not have him move. So next run we'll do like less movement. Okay, so now they don't have Holy Burst at all. They only have Dragon Skills. And they're actually, unfortunately, they're actually all... they may at least give some of them food. Okay, let's just go like this. They're gonna run out of food buff in the middle, but who cares? It's not a hard boss. Okay. Looks good. Let's just leave this guy over here. Okay, let's just go like that. Okay, so that's dragon damage only. No Holy Burst. Let's try to get Beam Slicer to not miss this time as much. Okay, now it's really gonna miss because he's leaving the fight, so. Oh. They did Fire Fist Breathstorm to try to catch him in the air. That's kinda weird. These guys got knocked out of the base. Fire Fist Breathstorm is putting them up really, really close to the boss. So this could get hairy. Without Holy Burst, their damage is much lower. And, well, this one's not really good because they're going to run out of food buff here. And also, he flew up. So you can't really compare, you know. You can't really compare when the boss flies up like that. We have a Ruby that decided to join the fight. Always good to see. We have one fire, 2 fires. No stucks and only 2 burns. Is that Ruby attacking me or attacking the boss? Can't tell. Yeah, I know. I took care of that. It's fine. Yeah, without Holy Burster, the kill time is going to be a lot worse. And also, he's doing a lot of Cosmic Meteor this run. See if we can make this miss. Stay here. Miss. Nope. Straight lock onto me. Okay, they're going to go hungry on this run. So because they don't have Cheeseburger. So this is not going to be a good one. Hungry, I'll feed them and try again because this is not a very good run. Too much hunger and also too much Cosmic Meteor. So we'll do another one after this to get a good comparison. It is kind of messy when they're all in the air like this, though. It's pretty wild. See, they're all hungry. Okay, we're gonna be getting last wave of ads here. Even with hungry, the dark attacks don't really do a whole lot of anything. And look at this, is not good. See how he's floating around when he does Fire Fist? If he gets hit by an explosive attack while he's in the air with Fire Fist, they kind of just wander off. So it's not good. Hey, it's on me. Boss seems stuck in this little corner here. And oh boy. With so much hungry like this stuck in a corner, they're not doing very good damage without Holy Burst. Like, I don't think Blast Cannon is connecting correctly there at all. So look at what happens with Fire Fist. See the problem with Fire Fist in a raid? See? He can't, any little thing just pushes him backward, and that's just not good. They should let me read your comments. It does look like they died less because they're in the air. Am I just coping? Because you like it so much. No, they're hungry. It's not really a good comparison. We gotta feed them, and then we'll go again. Look, we even have some starvings here. Let me see if I can feed some of these in raid. Starving. Okay, we're gonna get ads here, so we'll do this after the raid. Let's group everybody here. It is kind of a mess with so many Astagons, so that's kind of crazy. But yeah, no Holy Burst is a problem, for sure. Okay, let's clear that out. And then let's get some pals back. Let's see, we've got a couple fires. Let's put those out. Oh, we got some people on the rocks. Fun. See if we have anybody that's stuck. These are all starving, I think. So I think we needed to feed these guys before the fight. Get out of here. Well, that's gonna kill me, I think. Nope. Starving pals? Not gonna happen. They are starving, yeah. We needed to feed them before the fight. Without Holy Burst, they just don't have the damage to kill them before they starve. But let's do another one like fully fed. Okay. All the odds are dead. Let's see if they can kill him. Oh, he wants me dead. That was Stonebeat. Let's see if we can get some stats up despite starving. Can they kill him despite starving? We have a 1 HP Astagon here. Oh my god. You know what's weird though? Whenever he does the Astral Beam, it seems to miss against Astagon. It goes against the ground. Can starving pals kill him? Okay, when this is done, let's pick them up. Let's give them actual food. Looks like they can kill him. Alright, good to know. Alright. Alright, cool. Let's build the altar again. Okay. Do we need to maintenance anything? Nope. Alright, let me catch up on your comments. Xenoguards came to save their boss. Need another update now. Oh, give him some time. Didn't the last update just come out like 2 months ago? Okay. We should have some more people fed now. These guys actually went to eat now, so they should be good to go. This guy is still incapacitated. Let's bring him back. These guys are not even in the base. And this guy is not fed. So let's wait until he comes back and gets fed. Let's feed him manually, and then we should be good to go. All right, so let's do one more without Holy Burst, and then we're going to switch to Moonlord. Because really, for Moonlord is where I think they're going to be good. But like I said in the first one, like you guys just saw in the first one, they obliterated him with Holy Burst. I mean, here they're playing with a disadvantage, right? No Holy Burst, so obviously. Okay, everyone's fed now, except for this guy, but he should be good to go. I don't think he's going to run out. So again, run number 2 without Holy Burst. It is daytime now, so you should be getting some more visibility. They look pretty good. There's only one that's missing food, this guy, but it's okay. Okay, let's try that again. Same build without Holy Burst, since you guys asked for it. Okay, I hope for a Holy Burst nerf. Impatient. Yeah, I mean, if Holy Burst got nerfed a little bit, it would still be really good. Can you not change Fire Fist for the first Moonlord Ultra fight? Yes, I can do that. We can try that. I don't think it's going to be very good. He's probably going to fly up into the air and like hit nothing. But I can do it. Okay, let's do that again. Looks good. Xenolord Ultra again with no Holy Burst. And let's see if he Cosmics twice in a row. Okay, here we go. Try to keep him distracted a little bit. Charge Cannon. These Beam Slicers are now actually hitting, so damage is going to be a lot better. And Fire Fist, here we go with Fire Fist. See, a lot of them just bounce upwards due to collision, I guess. And it ends up missing a lot. And now we get Blast Cannon. Let's see the Blast Cannon damage. Or did they already do that? No, without Holy Burst, they barely have the burst to bring him down to phase 1. But the cool thing is, he wasn't able to kill any of them with that stuff. They just run to Pal Pods. Here's Stone Beat. Killed 2 of them. Not bad. Here we're gonna get ads. Not bad at all. That's not bad at all considering no Holy Burst. That was no Holy Burst. That's honestly not bad at all. Cannot complain. That is no Holy Burst. Cannot complain. Again, this is assuming Holy Burst is gone from the game. Everyone looks alive except for these guys. Let's see if we can bring these guys back. Should be you, you, and you look okay. Here's Fire Fist Breaststorm again. So funny. I mean, the damage ain't bad. Again, this is no Holy Burst. It's not bad. Yeah, cannot outrun that anymore. Let's go up. Start mega boosting some people. Yeah, he does have a hard time killing a lot of them without Holy Burst. Fire Fist Breaststorm does get him up into the air, as you can see there. It makes him a little hard to kill. for sure. Not bad. Again, no Holy Burst. There we go, there's a Holy Burst there. Kill 2. There's a first Cosmic Meteor. It is on the raid. Gonna put a bunch of people on a cliff. We can get these people back. And we're going to be getting ads here again. Damage is decent. This is no Holy Burst again. Cosmic. I think it's on me. No, it's not. Okay. Okay. No Holy Burst made a minute difference kill time. Around there. Because this is 5 minutes. So here's the problem with Breaststorm. See what happens? They go up into the air and kind of miss a lot, so that's not good. Can't have that happen. It's like Twin Spears. They need to work with the collision to be a bit better. Do I really care about dodging this? No? Okay. Yeah, these are max trusts. So not bad. Okay, let me catch up on your comments since I was paying attention to that. Okay. So that was Xenolord with no Holy Burst. Did okay considering that it's no Holy Burst. That was all dragon damage. Excuse me, Astagon with no Holy Burst. Let me catch up on your comments here. Did my stream skip him removing it? Hold on. Oh, wow, you have a lot of comments. Jesus, okay, wait. I really have to catch up. Hold on. Need a pause here. I hope there's a peach tree. Next patch, farming those for everything is getting real old. Yes, yeah. I guess we found the Astagon weakness. It's belly. Well, I mean, Astagon's never going to be good against Holy Burst. But they only died like 5 at a time. Did you remove Meteor Rain? Yes, none of them have Meteor Rain in the raid. They're all using single target damage stuff. Thank you again. Yes, you're welcome, Impatient. We're going to be doing these guys all day. They don't have Meteor Rain, it's bad for raids. Meteor Rain, it's okay if you just want an extra dragon damage move against a boss. You can use it. You just lose some DPS, it's not a big deal. You just don't have to use it yourself. Did my stream skip him removing it? No, they never had Meteor Rain. I tell my party. Alexander Hyard says it could be the one in the party. Yes, it is the one in the party. I do this battle so many times. And it's so epoca mate? Oh, epic. Okay, sorry. It is epic. It is an epic fight. One's hungry already. Yes, we'll be fixing the hunger now. Hey Raids, what are you testing today? I am doing Astagons against Moonlord Master and against Arena because the Frostallion Noct did so well against Moonlord. They killed him so quickly, back to back. Like they had so many sub 2 minute kills that I figured Astagon would be good too. Unfortunately, it looks like we will need to be feeding a couple of them. A lot of them. So let me catch up on your comments while I do that. Max Trust, right? Yes, they are Max Trust. How can you dodge the Astral Ray? You would dodge Astral Ray by going to your pal box and porting back in, basically. I guess you could leave the base But if you're going for side to side, they made its targeting basically perfect tracking. So it's probably going to hit you. I don't think you're going to be dodging it. You could Astagon, like sometimes, as you saw on the start of the stream, the astral ray sometimes goes down when it's a floating target. Maybe it would miss if I was like this, but I don't think so. It's targeted at the player, so not going to happen. I don't think you're going to be dodging it. You basically can't be in the raid base if you want to dodge it. Okay. So we should be done feeding these guys. And then we're going to do Moonlord, because if I'm right, they're going to kick ass against Moonlord, because they have a 56% damage increase to 2 of the elements that we want, which are Dark Wisp and Holy Burst and Beam Slicer. So it makes sense. I don't really need Astagon for that. Okay, so we're going to have to go through the process of changing skills here. It's going to take a second. So if my theory is true, hitbox is not going to matter one bit against Moonlord. And they should do better than Necromos. Not sure if they're going to be better than Frostallion though. Frostallion does have a lot of stats to play with. But it would be nice to see. So these guys, Beam Slicer is going to hit super, super, super hard. Okay, that looks good. No, not Meteor Rain. They should all have the skill fruits. Okay, let me read some comments while I do this. No Fire Fist. Oh, yeah, okay. What console do you play, Mr. Streamer? PC. Yeah, no Fire Fist run. Okay, I'll do Fire Fist run. Sorry, I forgot. You're right. Impatient Imp, you're absolutely right. I will do it. Let me just give them the skills we want, and then I'll switch one of them for that. But I'm telling you right now, I really think that... which one do you want to switch? Which skill do you want to be Fire Fist? You want to switch Hydro Slicer for Fire Fist, I guess, right? Because it's the water? Hydro? Okay, Hydro. Okay. So they're going with no Hydro. They're keeping Beam Slicer and Dark Wisp. This is going to be really either really, really funny or really, really bad, or both. Because I don't think Fire Fist Breaststorm is going to take them to the weak points, right? But I could be wrong. Okay, everybody should now have... where's Beam Slicer? Okay, everybody should now have Beam Slicer, Dark Wisp, Fire Fist. Right? And nobody's hungry or anything like that? Okay, let me catch up on comments. 56%, big increase. Are you going to play Pokemon Z to A? I haven't played Pokemon since high school, since Red and Blue. The original Red and Blue, so probably not. It will be so funny it takes them there? Okay, we're gonna find out. Nicolas Rodriguez asked, "What? Oh, Arrow Flip 87 and Nicolas, what moves Frostallion Noct is better than normal Frostallion?" Frostallion Noct should have higher defense and attack than Frostallion. I have to go back and check. But the stat total should be higher. It's the highest in the game. He has to have higher defense than Frostallion, right? Isn't it like 135? Frostallion Noct build for Moonlord is basically the same thing. except with Hydro Slicer, like this. But Beam Slicer, Dark Wisp, Invader, Frostallion Noct did really well. I did a live stream on them and they kicked ass. They did super well. They had like, I don't know, 8 or 9 kills that were like 130, 140, like super easy, like just sitting back and watching. Very, very strong. Because they just have so much HP and defense, you just couldn't kill them. Anyway, let's do Moonlord here with Fire Fist Breathstorm. And seeing if Impatient Imp's theory is correct. That they go up. I don't think they will, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. Let's find out. Let me get all those repair kits. And let's put them in the middle of the base. Okay. Whoops. All right, you guys ready? Fire Fist, Breathstorm, Moonlord. Okay. Oh, they're going up. They're going up. He's absolutely right. They're going up. Not doing a lot of anything because the eye's dead, but they're going up. So, absolutely right. They're going up. Let's see if they go up again for the hands. Yeah, they're taking a lot of damage though, I will say. A lot more damage on Frostallion. A lot more damage. Okay, here we go. They go up. They go up and die. Is what's happening. That's what's happening. They're going up and dying. So it looks like they go up, but they don't stay. See what I mean? Okay, here come the Dark Wisp wave. Hand's dead. We're moving on to the other hand now. A lot of them got taken out there at the start. They kind of do stay up. It's weird. Like, I don't know if they're really dealing damage with Fire Fist. They go up and eat all the eye. Yeah, but they're not doing... The Fire Fist is doing horrible against the hands. Here, look, see? So they go up against the hand and they die. They die because they eat all the projectiles. See what I'm saying? Here, this one goes up. But then it's like the second part of the attack. Oh, it does. Yeah, the fire does. Yeah, it does. It does work. It does work. It just doesn't seem to do very good. Like, it's not enough continuous damage, I guess. But it kind of works. Alright. I should be done now. We're moving on to the core here. Yeah, no. I don't think it's good for them to be meleeing the weak points like that. That's not good. They're going to be better off without Fire Fists for this. So let's do another run without it. Alright, this fight's pretty much over. He's down to the core. Too many deaths for this to be fast. Okay. Let's get these guys to do repairs and stuff. Okay, let's look at our Astagons. They actually didn't go through that much food, so that's good. We don't have to feed them. But I'm definitely not going to be using... Teoscar says still faster than Xeno? What are you trying to say? Are you calling Xeno bad? Is Xenolord bad? Impatient says they should stay for the entire breath. Then they got knocked. A lot of them died mid-breath because being too close to the projectile spam. That's what happened. So that's why. Okay, these guys look pretty good. Let's get rid of Fire Fist for sure. I know it's a cool skill, but we can't go with it. It puts them in a very compromising position in both fights. Do not use Fire Fist in raids, guys. Leave that for tower bosses. It's going to be like Twin Spears. Unless they fix it, no for raids. Okay, now here's the thing I really wanted to test, which is a proper build against Moonlord Master. And I think this one's going to do well. But honestly, so far, straight up, the strongest pal I have seen against Moonlord Master is 15 Frostallion Noct with Invader. By far, the easiest, most brain-dead, 1 point something minute kill back-to-back. Super easy. Like, they just survive the whole fight, no problem. They run to pal pods really quickly. Invader gives them a massive damage increase. They're tanky as hell. At least on this fight. By far, Frostallion Noct. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I don't think I've ever gotten one of those. Thank you very much, Impatient. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I don't know how this even works. I'm new to streaming on YouTube, really. They killed Moonlord Master faster than Xenolord. I don't think I ever did like a real Xenolord attempt. Okay, so this is now a real build against Moonlord Master. This guy has to go eat. Everything else looks good. Okay. I have a question here, Adam. What moves would you use on Felbat for the Astagon fight? Flame Funnel, Airblade, and what's else from a distance? I guess something that sets him on fire. I don't know. Hydro Slicer, Flame Funnel, and Airblade, I guess. Because Felbat's gonna stay at a distance, right? You don't want him getting up close. Something like that. Yeah, Dark Wisp. Yeah, Dark Wisp is a good one. Yeah, I like that. Reggie Ultima's right. Dark Wisp, Airblade, and Flame Funnel, I guess, is the best you could do there for something like Felbat. Because you just want him keeping you alive, right? So it's whatever. Okay. Now we should have an actual setup. And we're gonna see if they're as good as Frostallion Noct without any shenanigans. Oh my god. I need to get rid of this stuff. This is so annoying. Okay. I think we should be good. Okay. Cypher says, hey Raids, how's it going with Palworld? Haven't been caught up with the game. Anything new? A lot is new since 2 months ago. They added a lot of new pals, new passives, new bosses. I want to say new mechanics, fishing, right? Fishing. We got villages now. The world is more fleshed out. It's quite good. It's a great update. Not as many people came back for this one, I think. Faybreak was a bigger update. I think more people came back for Faybreak. But this is a great update. I think a lot of people love it. I think I used Flame Funnel, Fireball, and Meteor Rain for Astagon. Hard with Felbat. This was before Dark Wisp. I mean, the Meteor Rain on the Felbat is gonna be good anyway because you kill his ads. But I don't know what else you're doing. If you're using your guns, then I guess his allies are not a problem, right? Because his allies, you're just gonna wipe them out with guns. What are these guys trying to do? They're trying to repair? Okay. Okay. All right, let's try that again. Developing an eating disorder. That's never good. Okay. Let's see if without Fire Fist Breaststorm they're gonna do better. I suspect yes. I like how I gets a shot off even if Astir is dead. It's kind of BS. Okay, no deaths yet because of Fire Fist, by the way. I think Fire Fist was getting them killed. I really do think that. Okay. Not very good luck with the hands. I think it's because I'm moving up here. Should probably just hold up here. Let me just stay back here. A lot of misses against that hand. Yeah, no. Frostallion Noct was way ahead at this point of the fight. For sure. You can go back and watch the Frostallion Noct stream. They just annihilated this guy. I guess that 140 and 135 or whatever extra stats and defense and HP really make a difference. Okay, we're moving on to hand now. I think at this point in the fight, Frostallion Noct would be finishing. We need another big update, maybe optimization. I mean, we talked about how servers are broken. I always lag on every server I've used. Yep. So servers for me have never been good. Like, no server. Broken how? Servers? Well, laggy, rubber banding, things like that. Vampiric Fox said, I took care of the rocket launcher guy and let the Fellback do most of the work. You let the Fellback kill the boss on hard mode? Surprised he has damage. But I guess he has no problem staying alive. So Raids, how do you farm kinship? Making so many different teams, you gotta have a decently efficient method. Not really. Besides bounties and bases, that's all you can do. You don't really have a choice. I don't think there is a good method. It's all very, like, time consuming. Okay. I mean, besides letting 5 of them AFK with you in party and going to sleep, and then farming Sakurajima bases and bounties, it's the only way. Okay. These guys should have enough to go for the next fight, I believe. Because it's not going to be a long one. So, let's try that again. So this, let me pull up the Frostallion Noct build. See where it is. Frostallion Noct. This one doesn't have any trust. So this build, right here. 15 of this build, obliterate Moonlord. Is Astagon looking better than Orzerk? Well, we're gonna talk about that later. Impatient. Why is it slower than Frost Noct? I don't know yet. We got to do more fights. Probably because of the tankiness. Because look at the comparison. Hold on. Okay. So maybe the extra attack value and HP value makes a difference. These both have cheeseburger. But Frostallion Noct definitely died less. You know what it could also be? That Frostallion Noct is lower to the ground. And Astagon is so much bigger that it gets hit more projectiles. That could be a thing. I'd have to go back and compare. But on the Frostallion Noct live stream, they just demolished him. Like back to back to back to back, just annihilated him. Is it somehow because they are hovering? Yeah, I think so. I think so. On the netcode, like the issue with the PAL butchering machines, for example. Yes. Yeah, a lot of stuff on servers is very bad experience. It's not good. Okay. See here. I did not know you could sleep at a floating PAL bed. Yes. What you do is get extra computers and get Palworld on all of them so each computer can AFK farm 5 PAL stress at a time. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, let's reload these guys and try that again. These guys should eat after the next fight. So one more. And then I'll move less on this one. Is I gonna die before it opens again? Nope. Well, one of them has Fire Fist, I believe. Okay, onto the hand. Fire Fist died in the same amount of time, really, as Frostallion Noct. So let's do a couple of them and see if they ever get sub 2 minutes. Frostallion Noct got sub 2 minutes all the time. All the time, no problem. I was thinking also I was thinking Astagon could block Dark Wisp, but I don't think that's the case. I don't think they're doing that at all. Okay, so this guy's still alive. Okay, one of them has Fire Fist, I have to fix that. If it is the hovering, it means Xenolord would be best versus Moonlord? No. Because Xenolord is a different... Well, let me think. Why would Xenolord be best? Well, Xenolord doesn't have Legend. That's for one. Xenolord can get Dark Wisp and Invader and Beam Slicer. So maybe, yeah, maybe, you're right. It's smaller. So yeah, you're right. It could work. Double Dark Wisp wouldn't be better than Hydro? Not sure, because on the last phase, like this phase right here, the beam helps a lot. But I don't know. I don't have double anything on these guys. Okay, we do have some hungries here. But I don't know, I feel like the Xenolords are not going to have the same stats as Frostallion Noct, even though they are dragon. Yeah, you could try Xenolord. If somebody has a lot of Invader Xenolords, feel free to try them. Theoretically, they should do good. But I don't see it being too different from this stat-wise, because these guys do have Legends. Okay, these guys didn't have any food buffs at all. So let's get everybody back. Let's fix this guy. This guy didn't even have Dark Wisp. Okay. What? How to... Building, but also in a pal pod. And your health is frozen. Somebody explain this. And what? I guess it's you, Mr. Health is Frozen guy? Huh? Makes no sense. This game sometimes is like, what the hell? Okay. That makes no sense. Okay. We're going to do a couple more of these, and then I'm going to bust out the Frostallion Noct so you guys compare. Repair kits. Oh, there goes my shield. Great. Yikes. Okay, they're all fed now. Taking a lot of damage from those projectiles though. See, like with Frostallion Noct, none of them died at this point. Like they're just extremely hard to kill. Somebody, LMAO looks legit. Yeah, I know. I don't know what the hell is supposed to be happening there. A lot of misses on those beams. No. So no. Think about the Xenolord. The Xenolord idea you have. What's the difference between Xenolord and Astagon? Astagon has 5 more attack and 5 more defense, right? Isn't he like 120, 120, 130? Astagon is 125, 125, and 100 HP. Astagon gets legends. So why would Xenolord have a stronger Dark Wisp and Beam Slicer? He won't. He'll be smaller, but he won't have more damage. And I don't think he's going to be tankier overall. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody look up, maybe I'm misremembering, but I believe that the stats are Astagon has 125 and 125 defense and attack, right? Right? Like 125 is Astagon. Xenolord doesn't get legend. It has Invader, but it does have small. It's small. So this one's not bad, by the way. This is a good. This is much better. This is a good kill time. This is decent. But it's not like Frostallion Noct. Not even close. Oh, we got 2 schematics. Frostallion Noct was like a monster. We'll do one more with Astagon, and then I'll switch to Frostallion Noct, and I'll show you what I mean from the last stream. They should still have the same skills because I haven't used them since then. So if you're in a situation where there is no dragon damage, and you don't care about the hitbox that much, then Frostallion Noct should be really good in a lot of situations. You know, theoretically. Bro, can you guys stop repairing everything? There's not that much to repair. Just put these schematics here, I guess. Makes room. Okay, let's do one more. Then we're gonna do Frostallion Noct, and then we're gonna switch to Arena, which is really the thing I wanted to show off. Whoops. Okay. Anyone else? You? Okay. Let's just feed this guy and go. Just go like, we don't need these pellets, so let's just go like this. Okay. So it should be fed. Maybe 1 or 2 will go hungry, but it's whatever. Okay. Okay, one more. With the Astagons. You know, I'm thinking also maybe it's better for them to hit their hands first with those Dark Wisp. I feel like, you see what I'm saying? I feel like the first volley might be better on the hand than on the eye. Because the eye is so easy to kill. So maybe I'll place the Ultra differently on the next one. I really don't think going for the eye first is important if you want like to make this fast. Because it's the hands that are slowed down. It's not... You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you want the first volley of Dark Wisp to go to the hands. Not to that eye. Okay, so this is decent. We got 2 pieces. Let's do another one after this where we just go for the hands. Yeah, Teoscar. Those are all from the stream. We're gonna do more today. Those are literally all from testing and from the stream. Arena has a shop issue. What, there's nothing else to buy? A lot of misses here. Okay, this is pretty good. Look at the timer. This is not bad. Doing better. Let's do one more after this. Let's not do the eye first. The eye first, I think, is a waste of damage. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have to dodge here, so let me just read your comments. Astagon with Trust, 420, 140, 140, 140. Xeno. 129, 155. What's the last stat? Work speed? Stats with Trust Xeno, 429. So wait, you're saying Astagon ends up with higher defense and attack, right? Is Jetragon that bad versus Moonlord Master? I don't know. I've never tried him. He shouldn't really be bad. The unique skill has a very long cooldown though. So, I don't know. Oh, wait. Let me move the altar. Let's put it somewhere else. The question, is Jetragon... Oh, total HP, attack, defense. Oh, the total is the first number. Got it. Right, so Xeno, you're saying, ends up with higher HP, lower attack and defense. I mean, yeah, you could try it. I don't see it being too different from this, though. Like, I wouldn't see it being too different, but maybe. Maybe them being so big comes into play. Okay, I'm going to do one more with the hands first on this one. And then we're going to switch to Frostallion Noct so you guys can compare. Let's move this stuff. Assuming they're all still with the right skills. I think they are. I don't think I've used them. Okay. Let's go like this. Okay. Hands? Yes, thank you. Hands first. Well, it might be too far away. Oh, I'm too far away! Okay. A little far away from that one. Yeah, that's not how you do it. That's funny. Putting it over here this time. Somebody clip that. I'll have to make a clip on that. That is funny. All right. Let's do a more normal run this time. LOL. Hands. Okay, there we go, hands. Okay, this one should go better. See, Dark Wisp at the hands is more valuable at the start. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Much better. I'd rather just dodge the laser more. You see what I'm saying? And now we get follow-up attacks on the eye. A little better. Ooh, those lasers hurt though. Yikes. I think the hands hurt your pals a lot more, you know? Maybe better to kill them first. Oh, I know what it is! I know what it is. I figured it out. I know what the difference is. I know what the difference is. I think I figured it out. Frostallion Noct is dark. It's his normal attack tracks. That's what it is. So Frostallion Noct and Xenolord have dark. They have a dark attack. They're not dragon types. That's the difference. That's what it is. Astagon's normal attacks are not doing anything. I got a raid here. I think that's what it is. Oh, raid and a raid, yeah. I think that's what it is. That's the difference. Frostallion Noct's regular attack on top of its stats. That's what it is. What was the timer on that one? 2 minutes and 9 seconds. 2:09, right? That's faster. See, it was faster with the hands. So I think that's what it is. It's a normal attack. I think that's what it is. So now let's get rid of these guys. Still, that was 2 minutes 9 seconds with Astagon, not bad. We got this guy. We've got. Do you have? Let's see here. We should have a bunch of Frostallions that have cheeseburger on them. No. You're not maxed out. Let's see here. Oh, because I had 13. That's why. I had 13. That's what happened. I think I had 13. Because I did with the rescue pals. That's what it is. Okay, hold on. When I did the stream, I did it with rescue pals. So I had you guys 13, and then I had two jet dragons. Oh, I think that's what it is. I had 2 rescue pals when I played with them on the stream. But I feel like that wouldn't matter. No, I have 15. I think I have 15. I have to go back and check. I'll be back later. Okay. Making an army of what? Of Astagons? Let's just put this guy for now. Okay. And then I really don't feel like feeding these guys, so. Okay, and then for arena, I want to have you guys over here. All right. Where is... Here we go. Okay. I had 15. Okay. All right. If you look at that video, the times are going to be very, very fast. I don't feel like feeding these guys, so I'm just going to go like this. Yeah, I didn't remember if I had rescue pals on them or if I had something else. Or if I had just had 15 damage ones. What the hell? So much stuff dropped. What's weighing me down? Is it the fruits? Diamond, repair kit. Okay. Oh, yikes. None of them have food anymore. Whoops, keep doing that. Let me catch up on your comments. The beam was really funny. No, I'll make a video of the beam. It's funny when like 10 things die at a time. Okay. Okay, so difference between Astagon and Frostallion Noct. The dark attack and the stat total in base or outside of base. So we're looking at a little over 1,000 defense, HP difference, 300 attack, and 100 defense. But maybe the difference is just the hitbox. It's a good hitbox for the fight. All right, let's do the same skills, but with Frostallion Noct this time, and one Astagon. Aiming at hands. But I really think that the regular attack makes a big difference. See, look at that. You see what I'm saying? The regular attack actually hits. And that adds up throughout the fight, because it stays with the target. So I think that's what makes a difference. So if you want to try Xenolord, who also has a dark attack, he should work really well. Now another thing, look at Frostallion's HP and defense. In the look at the ones that are down below. Look at those bars. Completely full. Look at that. See the damage? Now they're on to the next target. So for whatever reason, they're just really, really good on this fight. And I think it has to do with that dark attack. It's the only basic attack type that does such strong tracking. Whoops. Oh, that meteor rain shouldn't be there. That meteor rain is for... No, meteor rain is not for Moonlord. You don't need it for Moonlord. That meteor rain is just a leftover from the prior fight. Okay, let's make sure they're all fed now. Trying to find... Okay. Those are the 15 from the video now, with the red skills. So that should be identical to what we had. Well, this guy has muscle head, so we'll have to fix that. I think I was probably testing something. Frost Noct is 20% tankier than Astagon. Yep. How much tankier is he than Xenolord? %32 tankier than Xenolord, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Xenolord is smaller though, so there is that. Okay, so this is the exact build from the Frostallion Noct stream, where I didn't really care about having a lot of them fed or anything like that. So let's do a couple of runs with them. Whoops, keep doing that. Seeing how well they do. You're the one who had Meteor Rain. That's not what we want. We want this one. Yeah. All right. So let's put the Astagons away for now. Okay, we'll be doing those later in the stream. Let's double check that everything's okay. Okay, we have a couple here that are about to run from food buff. Run out of food buff, but that's okay. So here's the thing about this pal in this fight. He doesn't get stabbed to dragon, but the tankiness difference is what really sets it apart here from Xenolord. And I think that's why he comes out ahead. Let's do a couple of these. Oh, I did the wrong fight. Jesus Christ. Hold on. My bad. I was like, who is that? Okay. I don't remember if Frostallion Noct was max trust. That explains why mine didn't perform as well as yours. Yep. Yeah, for this fight, you don't need it, right? Like to actually kill it the first time, you don't really need the trust. After you have the fight down, all trust does is makes things go faster. Okay, we should have the right. Okay. Okay, hands first this time, which is okay. That's what we want. Now, maybe it's just me, but is the laser more accurate from the Frostallion Noct, or is it just me? Am I just going crazy? Oh, yikes. Taken out. And the tankiness is such a big deal. I feel like they barely need rescuing at all. Look at that. It's so chunky. Have only needed to rescue a couple of them. There goes that hand. The chest acts as a player's shield. That's smart. Yeah, they do. For projectiles, they do. They do act as a player's shield for the not the main beam. Everything else, though. Okay, this guy should be eating. So projectiles that come from the hands or the eye, the little projectiles, the big orbs, all that stuff you can block with a chest. So it's quite nice. You can just stand there. It's quite helpful. Okay, we're gonna do one more of those. Well, let's do a couple more of those. So you guys see that it's gonna be faster with these. And then we're gonna be moving on to Arena. Let's give it an actual attempt here with all cheeseburger. Okay, let me catch up on your comments. Which attacks are you running for Moonlord? Okay, so attacks for Moonlord are typical 2 beams, so Beam Slicer, Hydro Slicer, and Dark Wisp. Okay, so here, as long as I'm standing here, the normal attacks for the remainder of the fight cannot touch me. Including those orbs. See those orbs? Okay. Are they also getting hit less by the 6 size from a hand attack? Are you talking about the pals? Go for 5 trust, 2 peaches, and some AFK. Well, that's gonna be a lot faster. You know what move I'll ask for the first few arenas? Fire Fist? My arena is 3 Orsurk and they win 95% of the time. I set up auto hockey macro to farm the arena while I sleep. Wow, that's dedication. The thing I found with Orsurk is that when I tried them, they die to Metal Merchants. Metal Merchant sometimes burns an Orsurk down at the start of the fight. Or staggers him and then cancels a Meteor Rain. And when that happens, the ground pals just come in and clean up. And sometimes I had that happen with Black Marketeer too. I guess because you're just low to the ground and have it, it's like a straight shot. When I tried Orsurk, Metal Merchant just cleaned them up. They can beat him, but a lot of the times they did not. I mean, assuming you're like not helping them. If you're just like sitting there, that team tanks the dragon attacks and then just walks right up to you and, you know. Yes, of course. Fire Fist is higher solo DPS than Blast Cannon and Beam Slicer against small target, according to Pal Professor website. Fire Fist higher well, but the thing is with Fire Fist, like you saw in the raid, sometimes they just go up into the sky, and everything after that misses. You know what I'm saying? Like you saw Xenolord, they just went up. They went up all the way over there and then did not connect. It makes sense that it should be higher DPS, as long as they don't get flown out into the sky. Okay, let's do one more and then we'll switch to Arena, because I think these guys are finally looking okay. They need to change Fire Fist, I think, so that it sticks to the target a little more, instead of, so we don't have those weird interactions where Astagon just goes flying off into the sky. Yeah, some of them left the base entirely, so that's, you know, like I don't know what the DPS metric is or if it's in a raid, but in a raid sometimes it acts really strange. Ooh, I pressed chest settings. There goes my life. Oh, poor Jet Dragon. He's getting beaten up. I'm getting beaten up too by the follow-up lasers. Jesus. He's getting absolutely torched. Oh, poor Jet Dragon. Oops. Okay, we're gonna do this one, then we're gonna switch to Arena. DPS metric was against Bastigor Tower. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't think that Astagon is gonna go flying up into the air against Bastigor as much. In the tower boss, then the skill is probably a lot better. Because although I think I had it happen one time where Astagon just went flying off into the air against Victor and Shadowbeak, I think it was. He just went bananas. Okay, so let's kill this guy. Jet Dragon is doing a bunch of nothing here on this fight. He's taking not too many hits. This Jet Dragon has Swift. No, I'm sorry. This one has Masochist. Usually I have others that have Swift. This one has Masochist. But you can go Swift as well. Okay. Gonna get rid of these guys for now. And we're gonna move on to Arena now, because it's a good thing that you talked about Orzhok, because if you like using Orzhok, from my testing yesterday, 3 Astagons in Arena are going to do even better. And the reason for that is that because they play so well with Invader, like stacking their own elemental damage, Dark Wisp is actually quite good in Arena. And Astagon does have more defense, like more stat total compared to Orzhok. So we're going to be showing that off here. I think we did enough raids for one stream. Let's rebuild this real quick. And then let's leave these guys behind so they can repair stuff. And then we'll move on to Arena here. So based on my testing, Astagon... Yeah, you're right, Impatient. They weren't that different. We didn't get any really fast kills with them on this stream. With the Frostallions. It was kind of 2 minutes. Right? So the passives for the Jet Dragon are going to be Swift, Diamond Body, Burly Body, Legends. The one I'm using now has Masochist instead of Swift to tank stuff. But I think it's a wash. You don't really need it. Okay, so moving on to this. Let's change some whistles here. So with these whistles, Astagon has so much elemental damage going for it. If I can find it. Here. So defense whistle 1 and 2. Attack whistle 1 and 2. So with these whistles, they have a lot of elemental damage. And obviously, same build as Zorzork, but they have Meteor Rain and Beam Slicer. But the difference is that they're high up above the ground. And I noticed that the Pal Tamers don't do really well fighting a floating Pal. So in the rest of the stream, we're going to see how long we can take these guys without a single loss. They do have the same problem as Zorzork, where they do catch fire. And that's one of the issues that sometimes can throw it off. But they should have a very strong Meteor Rain, and we shouldn't really be dying a lot. So we're going to be doing triple Astagon on Arena. And seeing how far we can take it without a single loss. And the build is Dark Wisp. So basically Dark Wisp is you're getting a 56% stronger Dark Wisp. Dark Wisp cleans anything up in Arena that doesn't die to the dragon damage. It's pretty wild. Is there a better way to farm Dr. Braun? Can I get Swift on Xenolord? Yes, you should be able to. I don't like using Dr. Braun though. It's too annoying. Alright, so let me see if I can start a timer here. It says here we started the stream. Let's see, does it say? No, it doesn't say on my screen. Can you guys see when we started the stream? Oh, 1 hour ago, right? 1 hour ago? Okay. Yeah, mass breed Xenolord and try to get a pair of parents with just Philanthropist for the best chances. 98 minutes ago. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I agree with mass breeding because it's AFK mostly, and you don't have to bother with resetting the Dr. Braun. I'm not a fan of it. It's just too annoying. So I don't like doing it. I'd rather just leave the eggs going and go do something else. Yes, Impatient, it is. 20%. So here, basically, this is kind of like 3 Orzerks. Why did one of them go forward? That's weird. Oh, probably because he's targeting Bastigor. So this is going to be basically 3 Orzerks, except that they're tankier. And they have a ton of dark damage. Very hard to kill. Very hard to kill. It's basically like a tankier Orzerk. So based on my testing, they did really well. We're going to see if the theory is correct. Even against Holy Burst, they barely take any damage. They just have too much defense. And these Dark Wisps are going to be hitting really, really hard. Especially any trainers that want to get in the way. No, Astagon does not naturally learn Meteor Rain. So we're going to be seeing how far we can take these guys before they die. And seeing how they rank to Turtle Terra. Well, Invader's 30. Invader's 30. And the stat bonus is 20. So you have to multiply them together. Like it shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like if you deal 100 damage and it's Dragon and you have Invader, then now you're dealing 1.3. And then if you're a Dragon type, now you're doing 1.2 on top of that. So that's why I asked at the start of the stream. I don't think it comes out to 56. It should come out to 50% in the same category. So we're going to be seeing if Metal Merchant gives these guys trouble. Or any of the trainers. So now the question would be, is Xenolord really good on Moonlord Ultra? I suspect that they're not going to be doing very different than Astagon. Yeah, they're both elemental damage. But the thing is, Astagon is getting a... What's it called? Astagon is getting a elemental boost to all 3 skills here when he has Invader. Just due to his typing. The difference is that Xenolord cannot get Meteor Rain, right? So if Xenolord could get Meteor Rain, maybe he'd be better for this, but the thing with Xenolord is he can't get Legend, which is a really, really bad. Like, not being able to get Legend is such a loss, right? So, you know, it's not ideal. Stab is multiplicative, it's just that the elemental category is multiplicative. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. Stab is 20% multiplicative, but the elemental passives and the whistles are as well. They're just in the same pool. So if I gave you 100% elemental damage and you have stab, it's 120. You're not multiplying it again, you're adding to the same pool. Still really strong though. Oh, Dark Wisp? Sorry, Shadow Weave got staggered out of Divine Disaster. That must feel really bad. Who was it that says they were using Orzhok? Blah, blah, blah. Where is this? Falcall said you were using Orzhoks. So let's see if the same teams that give your Orzhoks trouble give the Astagons trouble. Because Astagon should have better, should have better defense with whistles than Orzhok. Because Astagon has 125 base defense. So they should be able to tank a little bit better against machine gun stuff. I know for a fact that they are not going to have a problem with Yonin though. With Yonin, it's not going to be an issue. So, oh, here we go, Metal Merchant, perfect. Let's check it out. I did want to talk about something before we continued, since now the stream has been going on for an hour and a half. Thank you everybody who joined so far and joined the stream. Very fun to play the game for people. It's very, very engaging. So thank you everybody for joining. So I appreciate it. Thank you as always for the comments. It's very cool to be able to engage with the chat. Much more fun to have comments to reply to than compared to like making a video just for, you know, my own commentary. So, Falcall said the whistles I use are +2 def and attack and +2 electric dragon. Okay, so here's a machine gun getting blocked by Noctlem, which is good for us. So this is pretty much over. Don't think anything's gonna kill them here. Are you seeing a difference in tankiness here? Do you see that? That's with 2 defense whistles. He tanked 2 machine gun rounds. Still alive. Because his base defense is so good. The whistles matter. The whistles are you +2 def attack, +2 electric dragon. Yeah, so in the case of Astagon, his base stats are so good that you don't need the whistles, the elemental whistles. I'm just using Invader instead of those. So here, let's look at the stat total again. Yeah, Orzhok would have died. So here, Astagon is getting defense 1 and defense 2. He's getting almost 2,700 defense. And then Invader takes care of the elements stuff. So this should be a little safer if you like using dragons. But really, he didn't really get a good opener. Sometimes when he gets the full opener, it's a lot of damage. Yeah, they're going to be probably 2,200 or 2,400 defense or something. A little lower. But these guys should be doing pretty good. When I tested these yesterday, I think they died. Let me think. I think Marketeer killed them one time. So we're gonna see how long we can get him to run for. My dog is taking a long nap, so I don't have to walk him for a while. So I have time today. No, Alpha Orzhok? Well, Alpha Orzhok would marginally get more HP. It wouldn't really be a lot, right? What is it, like 4% difference? It's gonna hurt him more. I think the defense is what matters more than the HP. Because you need to reduce the damage from those trainers. You know what I'm saying? Like the extra defense. Orzhok's base defense is quite low for what it is. His stat total, if you think about it, is very low. It's like 330. It's quite low. And it's because his defense is just 100. So the point of this would be to have an option that's a little tankier. I guess I don't really care about the electric vulnerability. Like, I don't really care about that. So here's a situation where the trainer might die. Yeah, trainer might get blown up by Dark Wisp. Here we go. Here we go. Eating triple Dark Wisp. Triple Dark Wisp, when there's all this elemental damage, is a lot of damage. A lot of damage. It's a lot. I mean, it's Dark Wisp. Oh, don't forget also to try Fire Fist instead of Beam Slicer or Dark Wisp. Okay. We can do Fire Fist. I don't think Fire Fist is going to outdamage Dark Wisp, though. But we can try it. Hey, if they die, I'm blaming you. Let's do one with Fire Fist. Dark Wisp should be better. Oh, the whistles are defense 1, defense 2, attack 1, attack 2. Basically all stats. Okay, here's a Black Marketeer opener that's quite long, but he got blocked, so it's good. Here's Fire Fist. He didn't do anything against a Bastigor. The issue is more when it gets him in melee range. Ooh, look at that clip. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, that clip. That clip was so strong. This is why you want Dark Wisp. We might lose this one. See what happens here? Nope. No, it's on me. Bastigor's gonna die, right? See, look at Fire Fist. Look at this. They need to fix this. See what I'm saying? This happens in towers too. It's unreliable. No chance, man. Is that with whistles or without whistles, Fall Call? With the elemental whistles? Okay, let's get rid of this. Yeah, but do they have Invader or do they have Musclehead? Because these Astagons do not have Musclehead. They have Invader for the extra elemental damage, so they don't need the whistles. So they don't get a damage loss by not having Musclehead, basically. Like, this is going to be very, very strong Dark Wisp and Beam Slicer. But the thing with Urzik is that the Invader doesn't help, like, unless you want to put Dark Wisp on Urzik, right? Like, the point of this is to have Invader actually do something for all skills. So there's no lightning skills here, see what I mean? So, because we don't have a passive that boosts Dragon and Lightning. That doesn't exist. So here, the point is to not need lightning at all. Dark Wisp is a very high DPS move. So when you're boosting it by this much. And remember, Astagon is a dark type also. So that's why I think this team is going to do better. Man, Beam Slicer is so bad when stuff is in the air. But see, these Dark Wisp are going to hit hard even if something's a dragon. It's just a very strong skill. Dr. Brown. It's Dr. Brown. No, it shouldn't. The 4th and the 5th slots are deactivated in Arena. No Shadowbeak and we good. Shadowbeak is in a weird spot in the game. We have so many good Dark pals. There's a lot of competition for Dark. Okay, so conclusion so far. Astagon actually did quite good on Moonlord Master. Quite good. The very last fight we had on him, let me go up. I think you guys wrote it. With the Astagons when they were properly fed was 209. Or 210. Which honestly is not bad at all. Honestly, Holy Burst doesn't even do much against them either. Alexander says, I'm back from dinner. What did I miss about Arena? Yonin, Russian Roulette? No, this team doesn't have issues with Yonin. This team is super strong against Yonin, but could die to Marketeer and this guy, Metal Merchant. So it's the opposite of other teams. Could happen. Don't think it will, but we could get unlucky. It depends on what happens. This guy, we have Turtle Terror here. This could be a problem. We got a staggered meter in there, I think. Okay. All right, so here, let's see how the Dark Wisp work. Oh, a lot of misses. That's good for us. A lot of miss. See, when things like that happen where Warsick is in the way, it kind of, you win by default because the trainer can't really do much. So here we win. No problem. Dark Wisp damage, strong. Shadowbeak is really strong in Arena, by the way, really tanky because it dodges a lot. Yes. The only problem with him is when he runs into something stupid that he shouldn't run into. Like running into Airblade and Rock Burst and things like that, which I've seen happen. All right. So far, Astagon's doing okay in Arena, did okay on Moonlord Master. Honestly, did okay on Xenolord. Did completely fine on Xenolord. With one rescue pal, they killed him in 4 minutes. Even though they ate Holy Burst back to back. We got a guided missile here. Oh, heals. Nope. Nope. Heal canceled. Heal is canceled. Oh, Polaris is still alive. Okay. Alexander, what did you have for dinner? How was it? Yes, Reggie Ultima is right. That would only help if you put Hooker T's in your main party slot. That's where the partner skill is active. I don't know. Hopefully the devs will give us a way to increase the stats of weaker pals. They're probably done with that system, but who knows? I think they could do a good system where they add unique skills to the weaker pals to make them relevant. That would be cool with the weak skills. Like older skills. Big damage here. Almost 100 to 0. If the second volley misses, we should be alright. Astagon's in the air. Okay, big damage here. But see, the extra defense really helps. Like the extra defense makes such a big difference when you're doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because look at that. That's the difference between surviving the clip and not. So even a little bit helps when you're dealing with the trainer damage. Yeah, Falcao, glad you enjoyed it. Definitely try out Triple Astagon. It's solid. Definitely solid. Homemade burgers and french fries. Ooh, I ate fries today too. You were cooking while I was talking about pals? Oh, that's awesome. By the way, I did want to point out that Yonin is still hiding. We haven't seen him a single time since we did Astagon. Yonin is in hiding. Not a single Yonin. Friendly Polytamer here with her discount assault rifle. Who knows where she got it? Maybe too friendly. The trainers have a bad habit of not understanding that their own pals are in the way. We have a bug. We have a bug stalemate. I'm gonna have to intervene here. We have Sylvette. They're bugged because of Sylvetus, right? Let's wait a bit. Maybe they'll get knocked out of it. Yeah, I might have to get rid of the Sylvetus. Not that they're going to kill the Astagons anytime soon. Oh, we have it unstuck? No, we don't. Sylvetus is bugged. Yeah, it's 100% win for now. I'm going to have to not AFK this one because this is just a bugged arena, so unfortunately I will have to intervene here. Okay, wait, we have it unstuck? Okay, good enough. Good enough for me. Oh, nope. Not quite. There we go. I guess if that happens and you are automating this, you lose. They're still tanking. Yeah, they're tanking super well. This pal is pretty good in arena, I gotta say. The extra defense I really like. And the Dark West damage is just amazing when the trainer rushes them. Imagine if Invader had 20% defense. No, that's too crazy. No, that's way too much. Maybe the next passive will be 20% defense and 40% ground damage. That would be fun. We need ground. We need ground attacks that don't suck. We have, how many good ground attacks do we have? 1, 2, maybe 1? A lot of ground AoE doing nothing to Astagon, by the way. Another perk of being up in the air. The grenades don't have an easy time hitting them either. Stone Beat is okay, yeah. Slow, but it's good. Let me read your comments here. Reggie Ultima says, Yonin is scared of triple Astagon. Absolutely. It's a big nuke. If he rushes the Astagons, they all open up with Dark Wisp on him, and he just melts. So yeah, they are afraid. I mean, it does counter his team pretty hard. Macro killing feature, the AFK, yeah, they stuck pals, yeah. What do you mean by coping grounds? Oh, ground is coping? Ground is coping. Ground needs more moves. The conclusion is Astagon is pretty good at everything but not best, and please buff Fire Fist. Honestly, yeah. I want to say, how do I put this? Like, it is so close because it being so fat makes it not great for the Xenolord fight, but he can do Xenolord and he can do Moonlord Ultra. No problem. We just saw a 2-minute and something kill by Astagon on Moonlord Ultra. Can't really ask for more than that. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, Xenolord Ultra is going to be old content eventually. Kind of already is. So far they can do Moonlord Ultra, no problem. And they seem to be kicking ass in arena. So maybe Combat Astagon is not a meme. It's quite good. Yes, Stone Beat is a good ground move. Stone Beat is good. Stone Beat is good. So we have two good ground moves. Fire has one good ground move. Grass has one good ground move. Fire has Fire has one good fire move. Grass has one good grass move. And ground has 2 good ground moves. And that's it. What are the good ground moves in the game? What are the good grass moves in the game? Seed Mine and Wind Edge, maybe? Kind of. Here we have Yonin, which is probably going to get obliterated. I don't see him getting out of this one. I mean, he's just going to get... Here, look at what happens. He's going to rush the team. Katana for 4K. He's going to dodge Beam Slicer. Oh, this could get nasty. But too much damage, really. Oh no, Astagon's getting hit so hard. 4,000 damage. No, I'm getting hit really hard. Oh no, his pals died. Crosswind for Chopper. Yeah, Crosswind's decent. If Crosswind was this big nuke, because it does have a long cooldown. I mean, I don't see why grass moves can't hit hard. I don't see why the adjusting some numbers is so difficult. It's just moving some numbers around, really. Like, would the balance really be bad if grass got buffed? Not really. $100, $100, $100 IVs. They're all max IVs. Astagon? Yeah, this Dark Wisp was gonna obliterate Yonin's life. Look at Yonin's life. Yonin's gonna die here. A lot of damage. It's on me. Ooh, on me again. Crosswind for Chopper. I mean, yeah, but like, some moves are really good against Chopper, but it's like, that's like one guy in the whole game. Maybe we'll start getting flying bosses in the future. Seed Mine is nice for big pals, I think. Ooh, we hit just Yonin 3 times in a row. Wow. Seed Mine is nice for big pals. I think they tried to favor multi-hit like Holy Burst, but it didn't work out with smaller pals. That's correct. That's 100% true. Maybe we need Grass Burst. Like a green Holy Burst. I'll be happy with that. That would be a counter to to ground pals. Damn, that katana always staggers Astagon. Astagon pulling back, that's good. Moonflower. I'm back. What did I miss? We went to Arena now with Astagon. Astagon did good on Xenolord when he had Holy Burst. He did okay. And then we did Moonlord. Moonlord, we got a couple of okay kills, and then we got one that was like 2 minutes and 9 seconds, which was okay, with Cheeseburger. And then we went to Arena where we're doing a triple Astagon build, and so far we have not lost a single time because it's just a lot of Dark Wisp damage. The only thing I'm worried about is, honestly, Metal Merchants getting really lucky. Not worried about Yonin though, with this team at all. I don't think it's possible for them to lose to Yonin. But it is possible for them to lose to a different setup. I wouldn't say so. Because Small Turtle is better against 2 teams, which is Marketeer and Metal. And those are very common. So it's kind of neck and neck. We'll see. We got to play more. We got to do more. Because in my testing, I've had these guys die to Metal Merchant. So it's just like different. Probably like up there, but just different strengths. This is much better against Yonin though. Oh, sorry, Raziel. If you don't mind, can you reply to my text? Yeah, you asked what's the IVs. Oh, when next season will come out, will level goes up more? Yes. Probably with the next big updates, it should go up to 70. But we don't really know what the devs are going to do. The devs can do whatever they want. They could keep it at 65 forever. But with each update, with each major update, we've had level 70. Or sorry, 5 level increase. So if you follow that, then we should have level 70. Okay, this is Yonin for the 4th or 5th time in a row. Yeah, I think these Holy Wisps just destroy him, really. Do we know when the next update might drop? Probably Christmas, like December, or the end of this year, is my best guess. Thanks. This 17th? 17th what? Seventeenth what? Oh, damn. I have no idea. Does anybody know how many updates we've gone through in the game? I have no idea how many. It's been a lot, but I have no clue. More than, if you count the major updates, 5, 6. Yonin again. Yeah, I think December, end of the year is a safe bet. Nice, nice. Yonin is too weak. They need to give him Terra Prisma. You know, I would, if you look at the chart here, if you look at this, when we're probably gonna get a level 70 rank. I wouldn't surprise me if the level 70 guys have Terra Prisma. It really wouldn't surprise me. Because you have to keep upping the difficulty, right? Yeah, but how many updates the game has had total? I have no idea. No clue. No clue. Nice. Are we gonna get a bug again? So look at the Holy Bursts. The Holy Bursts that are in the arena teams are not really strong enough to do much of anything to Astagon, I guess. Big Dragon. Yonin, honestly, I think the thing with Yonin is if you have good defense, if all three of your pals have good defense, he gets really nerfed. In the case here of Astagon, I think he has a hard time hitting them consistently. Because they move around a lot and they float a lot. Oh, we have an ice team. Okay, let's check it out. Ice team. Ice team with some people that don't burn. So this should be good. Let's see what happens here. We got our rockets. We got Blizzard Spike. See, Blizzard Spike not really doing much of anything to Astagon. And honestly, the Dark Wisp are a really good counter to the Ice Pals. So not a problem. We're probably going to lose an Astagon here. Oh, nope. The rocket came to me. You guys know what's weird too? There's like dragon moves do not have their own elemental status effects. It's all burn, which I think it's kind of a, like a missed opportunity. You know what I mean? Because it's like fire burns, dragon burns. Alexander says, oh, imagine level 70 tamers with Corlum guns, raid pals, legendaries. Yeah, probably. They should let them use the legendaries. Yeah, that would be cool. As well as raid pals, why not? Like at level 70, you should have some raid pals. Totally okay with having raid pals, strong Corlum next to your guns. Yep, me too. Not gonna lie, Azurobi tends to be the last one to die in arena. I never get that team, so I never paid attention. But yeah, I guess you're right. So this guy's gonna eat Dark Wisp now. Pal Tamer guy. Gonna eat all the Dark Wisp here. And get absolutely torched. Dark Wisp also blinds people. So a lot of dark hits. I just think that Terra Prisma is too OP to be fair to use in Arena. We already restrict yourself in AFK challenge. That would end it sadly. Well, the damage probably wouldn't be that crazy, right? Well, maybe. Because look at these tamers that we face. The Pal Tamers that we face deal a lot of damage. So if you get a Pal Tamer that has Terra Prisma and like a sword, they're probably going to make him deal a lot of damage. So... Uh-oh, here we go. We're going up. We're going up. Nope, didn't catch me. Youch. I think they might rework it. I feel like if they know that everybody has Terra Prisma now already, right? Or it's easier to farm, it's probably going to do very bad damage for level 70 standards. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be cool, but it's not gonna compare to the damage that Pals do at 70 or the other weapons. That's what I think. Like it'll be cool to have it, but it's gonna be like, oh, tickling the boss. You know? Not sure what they're going to do with the stagger. I guess we'll see. They can call him Giovanni. That's funny. Okay, so what do you guys think about Astagon? We did the 2 Ultra raids with them. They did well on both when properly built with a dragon damage build. Let's do, you know what? Let's do one more Xenolord fight with them before we go back to Arena. Just to break it up. So maybe the people joining now can see Astagon in a raid situation also. Just to mix it up. Fire Fist Breaststorm needs something. They need to fix how it sticks to the target in raids. They can't have the Pal just going up into the air like that. So no, Fire Fist Breaststorm, unfortunately, not the best scenario. Okay. So this is the build we had. just use these guys instead. Okay. So I'm kind of torn on Blast Cannon. I feel like Blast Cannon is like very inconsistent if Xenolord moves a lot. On paper it's good, but when he starts moving around, it's kind of bad. You know what I'm saying? I was already convinced and already has my army, so I'm biased about Astagon. Yeah, Redual Team, I had never thought about it. You mean like the actual like PAL combo with the trainer? It should be possible, right? I don't see why not. Should be possible. Let's give this guy mirroring. I'm gonna, you know what? Pay attention to the blast cannons on this one, because I wasn't too impressed. First couple of times we did it. It's kind of. Oops. Well, it would be you going into somebody else's world. A new world, you're not gonna have the quest done. So a new world, you can make as many Zoes as you want, right? That's how it should work. Okay, let's do one of these for people just joining. So you get a good look at the PAL in a raid scenario, where honestly they do pretty good. Despite the fact that they take a lot of damage from Holy Burst, they're still quite good. Let's move you down. Okay. Okay. Can anyone check how long ago since we started the arena? When was it? Okay, let's get beam slicers here. Okay, good. There we go. Beam slicer damage. There we go. Look at that Astagon. This is Astagon damage. Not bad. Straight to ads? What do you guys think? It's not bad. Straight to ads in 25 seconds. Okay, good timing for him to get the hell out. Perfect timing, actually. Is the boss still up there? Oh, okay. That was weird. It took forever to come down. My god, he's on me. Ah! Where is it? Don't tell me it's on me. Oh Jesus, it is on me. Shield, shield, shield. Let's go. Thank you. Not today, buddy. What do you guys think? That's Astagon. We even had 3 stuck pals and still doing really good. Ah. 4-minute kill. 4-minute kill. Sub 4-minute kill. What do you guys think? Astagon. It's not bad. You could also give them Meteor Rain if instead of the cannon. So that's not bad at all. So that's another Xenolord kill there with Astagon. Can't complain. Cannot complain. All right. Let's go back to arena, which is what we're doing. What was I looking for? Okay. Well. Let me catch up on your comments here. Can't wait to reboot everything when they add Tempest Furies. Sir. I feel like the devs... not sure that's going to happen. If it does happen, I guess we'll just be swapping one skill around. Not much is going to change, really. It's just going to be higher damage for everything, but the builds themselves, it's going to be more of the same. Like if you did that, you just replace like a muscle head with it, right? And then everybody would be using the same thing for every build. If you did add Tempest Fury, that's a situation where, at least on Raid Pals, there would be very little reason to use anything else. Okay, let's keep doing this. Can somebody do me a huge favor? Somebody who's been watching since we started. How long have we been doing the arena for with these guys? More or less, like an hour, right? Something like that. Teal Scar, the pals are not different enough is the issue. Their exclusive moves are all damage oriented. There's no differences that are big enough for roles, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no real tank moves, there's no real support moves. It's all damage. So that's why people use 15 of every pal. Also the breeding issue. The breeding situation is also part of it. You know, since if you're starting a new game and you're condensing, excuse me, you're breeding the same pal. So that's why it turns into an issue. If you're super late game and you've played like thousands of hours and whatever, but when resources are limited, you know what I'm saying? No, it's not sad. It's just what it is. I mean, it's up to them. They can change it. You can electric stun raid bosses? Yes. You could add an ice and electric attack every raid for the stun. Yeah, it stuns them at the start. Not Moonlord, but Xenolord. Yeah. Bro, look at that Dark Wisp damage, man. Fuck. Yeah, that was a fast win, right? What was the timer on that? Like 25 seconds or something? I didn't pay attention. It's Dark Wisp. Dark Wisp was a lot of damage on these guys. So here's the issue with this stream. Here's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm being quiet, and this is why. Because it's so close, like Astagon I want to say is probably better than Orzhok in Arena because of the fact that the Dark Wisp damage is so crazy. And the defense helps a lot. So here you have a pal that's good in Arena. And it's good on raids too. The problem is that it's so big that it's obviously not great against Holy Burst. So, you know, but the stats are better and it floats. So against some moves, it's going to be better. That's the issue where it is kind of neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? Between Orzhok and Astagon and Azure. Because the issue is also Azure does not burn. And because burn is so strong, that's pretty important. But Astagon is going to be putting out crazy amounts of damage. Because Astagon, Astagon can just do Invader to boost 2 elements at once, which is pretty wild. Now granted, you're probably going to have Holy Burst on them at one point, but still. You could just go Muscle Head on them. What the hell was that? Did you guys see that 16k damage? What the hell was that? What? What? What the hell was that? What the? Yeah, once the Dark Wisp orbs are out in the air, that's it. They're out. That's why they keep tracking the same the same target on Moonlord. I bet the next Holy Burst is gonna be grass type. Yes, that would be great. More grass moves. That was a 19-second fight? Was it? Yeah, Dark Wisp. Okay, we have an Astagon here who's gonna die, I think. We're close to it. We might lose this one, guys. We might actually lose one! It's Marketeer! He's gonna kill us! Marketeer! No, he can't. Nope. Astagon's gonna solo. Astagon's gonna solo. Nope. Not today. See, this is where they can lose when that happens. Yeah, it's Dark Wisp, because Dark Wisp is a good follow through. Very good follow through. Okay, so I have my phone's using the chat, so I can't do math. If you have Dark Wisp, and Dark Wisp deals us 100 damage, and you have Invader, that's 1.3, and then you have Stab, that's another 1.2. But the game, I'm pretty sure the game adds a multiplication together, that's why it's watered down. So it's a 50% increase to a Dark Wisp. Ooh, we got a freeze, this could be bad, we got a freeze and a triple meteor. Freeze and a rocket. So if we get AoE down here by another rocket, nope, the rocket came to me. If that other rocket was for the Astagons, I think they would have been toast. Let's see how this plays out. The Memorous Chris is too fat. It's getting in the way of the missile. That's the only thing saving the Astagons right now. That's the only thing saving the Astagons. If that missile wouldn't have gotten interrupted, I think we would have lost this one. So that was just luck. This was just luck. They should have lost this one. You see what had just happened, right? The Memorous blocked the rocket. If the Memorous wouldn't have blocked that rocket, I think they were all dead. So I wouldn't say this, for example, that wouldn't happen to Turtle Terra. So I don't know. But I think that was going to be a loss. To be fair, they should have probably lost that one. Memorous too fat. Blocked the rocket. Yeah, those Astagons did get deleted. Okay, so conclusion of the chat is we need more grass moves and more ground moves. Oh, Holy Nova. Holy Nova did 2 damage. And now it's doing 0 damage. Holy Nova, what? Okay, the follow-up on Celestia is doing okay, I guess. Holy Nova is such a weird skill. Holy Nova, strongest move in the game. Yep. Oh, the trainer died there. That's funny. So for the next updates, triple Astagon, triple Turtle. Solid for Arena. If you want to just take the new, like day 1, take them in there, level them up to 70 and take them in there, should be pretty decent. They could always add some really crazy ice moves. Or if they add really crazy lightning moves, just take the Turtles in there. No, that was really lucky for Astagon. Turtle's not unlucky. Come on, guys. What's your problem with the turtles? You don't like the turtles? Turtles are cool. You gotta love small pals. Dark Wisp damage. That was 17 seconds against Dragon. And 2 Shadow Beams. You don't have them? Yeah, the Turtles are quite good. You know what the thing with the Turtles is? They're going to scale really well the higher the levels go because they can't catch fire. Astagon can catch fire. So if Astagon runs into a tanky team that can catch fire, that burns them, yeah. Yeah, those mass Dark Wisps do a lot of damage even to dragon enemies. Those are a lot of damage. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yonin apparently never gets a crit on these guys. He's gonna get Dark Wisp down. Look at Yonin's HP. Yonin's almost dead. I think Trainer might die here before anything happens. Ooh, the Astagons are clumped up though. Can he do it? Can he do it? One Astagon died to a sword. Yonin's gonna burn to death. Good try. Yeah, the turtles are very good. Do you know what I think it is? I think I know what it is. Astagon's critical hitbox is too high up. So Yonin cannot get a critical hit on them. Yep, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly it. So that's the reason why Turtle can get unlucky. Because Turtle is low. Yonin can get a crit on Orzhok and on the player because they're low to the ground. That's why. That's why I had my Orzhok get destroyed by some... You see how Orzhok's low? That's what it is. Yonin can hit him for 6k. Astagon cannot be crit. The face is too high up. That's what it is. Yeah, Alexander, absolutely right. I'm like, why is he never getting any crits? That's why he's hitting the feet. Critical hit spots. We need a fireman pal. What do you mean by fireman pal? The fights are faster than the turtles, yes. The only thing that worries me about Astagon is those Marketeer fights. Oh, Fireman passive, like a passive that diminishes burn damage. Yeah, that would be cool. You know what would be cool? A passive that makes you immune to burn. That would be worth using. No NPC uses Valet in the arena, right? Yes. No, I've never seen Valet. No team has it. So I don't think so. Nope. Dark Pal can be poisoned. Okay, good Metal Merchant hits here. See what happens on the second round. Okay, one Astagon got taken out. Let's see if Vertical Terror survives. He might. Nope. Nope. Not gonna survive the Dark Wisp. No, Dark Pal can be poisoned. Dark Pal can be poisoned. Okay, Fire Fist instead of Beam Slicer. Okay, I'll do one, but you know what's gonna happen? They're just gonna fly up into the air. The skill's buggy. They need to fix it. It's too inconsistent. You saw it here, you saw it in the arena, you saw it in the raid. It's just, it's got problems. Are they dodging damage when they're in the air? Yeah, probably. Okay, so you said Fire Fist instead of Beam Slicer. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yeah, burn damage is a little too strong. That's why Water Pals are so crazy. And Fire Pals too. Fire Fist Breaststorm is on the trainer. Good damage. Now they're doing Dark Wisp on the Pals, but they got staggered out of it. You know what the issue is though? It's hard to replace Beam Slicer and skills like that because they come out so fast. So they save time. Can poison and burn stack? Yes. Yeah, if you're vulnerable to both, yes. I found the funny exploit at Cosplay Arena, saved it to the gold PAL box, gave it to the quest NPC, and was able to continue taking the same one out and giving it to the NPC for their quests. Oh, okay, I gotcha. A quest that requires Splat Arena. It's kind of weird. Shouldn't the NPC just end the quest after the first one? Ten of them. No. Cool grenade. Okay, there's Fire Fist. Good AoE, I guess. It takes a while to cast though, is the issue. Beam Slicer gets all its damage quickly. It gets its damage out quickly, so. Here's Fire Fist again. Cool thing about Fire Fist though is fast cooldown. Very fast cooldown. Fast cooldown. Do you want to keep using Fire Fist for a while? Seems to be okay. At least it gets them moving. And it has splash damage. It has AoE. It depends on the PAL. Triple Fire Fist is a riot, yeah. Okay, yeah, let's do a couple of these. Yeah, I don't think you should. I agree with keeping Dark Wisp. You can't get rid of Dark Wisp. It's really, really good. Because Dark Wisp doesn't miss an arena. Here's some splash damage, decent. It staggered the Shadowbeak out of their whatever they were doing. Here's a Fire Fist cooldown again. Very fast. It's pretty cool. Fast. The fact that Beam Slicer launches enemies into the air. It's good if it interrupts an attack. It's good if something's big. It's good if something's sent into the air. Like, it'll do a ton of damage if it catches you up in the air. Like, a lot of damage. They have not lost a fight yet, whether with Beam Slicer or Fire Fist. This is triple FF. Here we go. Bye bye Shadowbeak. Unfortunately, those Dark Wisps are gonna get blocked. No, they can't get Poison Shower because they have Meteor Rain. You could sacrifice one Meteor Rain and put Poison Shower. That would be pretty interesting, actually. Because the Poison will stack with the burn. You could always make an Astagon that has Poison Shower. You could put a Turtle Terra here that has Poison Shower. 2 Astagons and a Turtle. Could do that. Or something like that. So Veg is tanking that. Oh yeah, we can do Cardiro Noct, absolutely. I have Cardiro with Poison Shower. You guys want to try that? I think I have one, like, already in the PAL box. Krajiro Noct. I have one with Invader. Or should have one in Invader. But I don't know. I feel like the poison's not going to be worth the... not going to be worth the... losing a Meteor Rain. Yeah, we can try it. Lucky. So lucky. What the fuck? Where is it? You guys hear it? Is it in here? A pal I never use. Okay. Let's see here. No, maybe I trust them. No, maybe I trust them. I think I had him somewhere. I know I built them. Like with actual poison shower. No favorite maybe? Nope. I thought I did, but I don't. I don't have them with I don't have them with poison shower. I guess I trashed them. I do have these though. Try this. Necromus can't get poison shower. I thought I had some called poison, but I guess I trashed them. I'll look for them later. Okay, let's keep this guy with the build we were using. Just for a test. It should be the same thing though. same size here. Okay. So in this case, you're getting rid of a Cordero. Well, Poison Shower, like the AI doesn't really use it properly. It's not like the player where you can control it. They just kind of use it whenever it's available, but it should be okay. It should be good. Let's try it. Poison Shower is different targeting than Rock Burst. Rock Burst comes out to the sides immediately. Poison Shower is a little more random. Kind of goes up a little bit more. Goodbye, Tamer. So you're losing a little Astagon damage to boost the damage of the other two, right? And then one of them is burn immune. So yeah, it can work. I don't see why not. Makes sense, right? Well, the only thing is the Cordero has less damage to Dragon. But besides that, it's kind of a wash. You could do triple Cordero, but then the damage is going to be quite lower with triple Cordero. And obviously not as tanky. Whoa! Look at Cordero take a rocket. I think he took a rocket. What was that? Cordero's down. That was a big hit for the Cordero. Huge hit. But again, this is not triple Astagon, so they lost this one. Because we put Cordero in. Damn it, guys. I think it was a flamethrower that killed him. But I'm definitely not going to count that. Because that's not triple Astagon. That's a build you guys came up with. The Cordero got melted by the flamethrower, which is funny because he should be resistant to it. But the proof is in the pudding. You also took Fire Fist out when you lost? Yeah, I guess. But I don't think that's why. I don't think that's why. You shouldn't be losing to Fiery Pal Trainer like that. I think Cordero Cordero's defense is a lot lower. A lot lower. So I'm not going to count that for the Astagons. That's a different build. The tankiness matters when the Tamer reaches you. The tankiness does matter. Look at this. Totally different. Replace one pal. Totally different. And by the way, look at Dark Wisp. Perfect tracking against a trainer. I'm not sure if blind does anything to the trainer. Probably not. But pretty different. We're going out soon, don't worry. We're going. if you want to use the Necromuses and you want to ride it, you can just put Rock Burst on it. That wouldn't be bad at all. If you want to actually get on it in the arena. It's probably going to one-shot a lot of stuff. Alright, Teoscar. Enjoy dinner. Oh, cancelled Meteor Rains. Another cancelled Meteor Rain. This could be bad. This could end the streak. Depends on this follow-up rocket. Here we go. This could end it. Oh, it's on me? Okay. That was on me, not on them. But still, I think this might end it, guys. Because the freezes did a lot. We got another rocket coming up. Oh, it's a legitimate loss against the ice team, guys. Freeze cancels. Freeze canceled. Legitimate loss. There we go. First loss against the ice team. If they get frozen at the start and the meteor rain gets canceled, they don't have the sustain. So that ends the Astagon streak. At what? What was that? An hour and something? That was an hour and I go back to see when we started the arena here. Let me try. We were 1 hour and 30. We're still doing Moonlord. At 1 hour and 20 minus 120. 40. Yeah, so an hour and 30 minutes around there. Yeah, it looks like something like that. Yeah. I'll check it out later doing the replay, but it looks like, yeah. They did straight arenas for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Around there. Let me take a look at the chat. Right? Yeah, 130, 140, yeah, something like that. So the ice team ended the streak. That's still pretty good. I mean, that's still pretty damn good. But it looks like they're very vulnerable to, like, if they get staggered or frozen at the start with the ice team, they don't have the tankiness against those ice moves, where I want to say the Turtles do. Because the Turtles are not going to be weak to ice. Yeah, you can always get frozen. But that ends it. Let's do one more, and then I'm going to go through the build for people that are not catching the live stream. Yeah, I want to say 130, 140 impatient. Yeah, you're right. Here's another team that could be dangerous. Either we had really good luck for a while, or that was just an extremely unlucky run, but that was legitimate. I didn't interrupt. I didn't do anything. The trainer got the shots off. It's using the right build. I had the right whistles. That was a legitimate loss. So maybe the team with the rockets, with the single launcher, guided missile launcher. If she has really good aim and catches all of them, on top of ice pals, excuse me, then that's enough. But yeah, that was a legitimate loss. Legitimate loss. Still, I would say this is going to be better than a lot of other Dragon teams you can put together. The tankiness makes them really, really hard to bring down. Really, really helps. So I think I agree with you guys about the conclusion of the stream for sure. Definitely a viable pal, but not the best at anything. But definitely viable. I mean, definitely. Like, you can do this just 3 of the same. Ice Interrupt and deal super effective. Yep. 3 Astagons, you can roll Arena with it, no problem. Might be useful for the future also. I don't even think it's the ice moves. It's a trainer. The ice moves didn't really deal that much damage, right? Okay, here we have another machine gun volley. Shadowbeak dies really quickly. These Dark Whisper, it's such a good counter though to anything that resists the dragon. Okay, so they should be winning this one as well. I think they get 2 before this. Yeah, it's not bad. Definitely win this one as well. So what do you guys think? We killed Xenolord Ultra without any trouble at all. Moonlord was very, very easy. Comparable to Frostallion Noct, really, with Moonlord. Once they were fed, because when they were starving, obviously they didn't do well. But once they were fed with Moonlord, then not a problem. Or sorry, with the Xenolord. They killed him. They killed him in 4 minutes, Xenolord Ultra, with Rescue Pals. 2 times. And then they killed Moonlord Ultra in 2 minutes. 2 and change a couple of times. Oh boy. Can we get outside? See? Vamos ya. Okay. Alright. I'm going to do this one, then I'm going to go through the builds one more time. For people that are going to be watching the VOD and are not watching the stream. And then my dog is right next to me, looking at me. So I'm going to have to take him out. And then I have to take a shower. I definitely need to take a shower. And then I need to make dinner. But it's been so hot lately, Jesus. Going out to walk my dog, you come back in, and it's sweltering out. Vamos ya, vamos ya, vamos ya. Ooh, nasty rocket there. Wow. So this team right here, when she gets a lot of Ice Pals, I think that's the counter of Astagon. Master Pal Tamer with a lot of Ice Pals. Ooh, Dark West was gonna do it. Yeah, it kind of does, honestly. Neptilius is good in Arena too. The issue with Neptilius though is that it can't get meter rain, so it's not as consistent. Neptilius is gonna get torn down by a bunch of teams and trainers. I mean, but it's still a great pal. So yeah, for sure, available early. I want to say you can do all the raids with this team. You could even put Musclehead on it, and really not a problem. You could go Musclehead if you don't want to deal damage. Obviously, they obliterate Bellinor. That's not a question. Fire Fist, Breaststorm, and Beam Slicer, and another dragon move is going to annihilate Bellinor. A lot of dragon damage. So Astagon, really good Bellinor counter. He's going to be able to do Plasma Ryu too with some ice, with some water moves for sure. They definitely have the tankiness. They can do everything. Now, the question that I have for the chat, which I'm really torn about, is it better than Orzhok as a pure dragon? Like, is it better than Orzhok and things like Yormuntide and things like that? That's the part where... Because the stat total is good. Being off the ground is good, honestly. It's pretty decent. It's a mess in raids, but it's quite decent against a lot of attacks. The defense stat is good, right? Like the defense, 125 defense is pretty damn good. That you don't see that in dragons. A lot of dragons have low defense. The only one that has really high defense is Xenolord and Xenogard, and they both can't get legends, and maybe Sylvegus. So, you know. You could also use Sylvegus, but Sylvegus, I guess its special is kind of weird. Is the fact that he's off the ground make him really better? Against some attacks, yeah. Like you saw double Blizzard Spike and stuff like that went down and didn't really do anything. So I guess it depends on what you're facing, but if you wanted to do a pure Astagon run, and by the way, for tower bosses, I mean, you can do everything with him as well. We could just do a... Can we do tower bosses with him? What do you guys think? You guys want to do a tower boss before I go? Just Astagon tower boss? I think Orzhov and Jignis are better. Yeah, but the thing I'm thinking about Astagon is like for the future, the Invader helps him so much. Like if you have a raid boss that is not resistant to Dark, right? Or Dragon, they're going to be really good. Because you already have Beam Slicer and Dark Wisp boosted by a lot because of Astagon. Where Jignis is going to be, well, Flame Funnel and another skill. But yeah, let's find some Flame Funnel. Hold on. I don't want Meteor Rain. Dark Wisp was good. I guess Hydro Slicer? No, well, do you want I guess Hydro Slicer could be all right. Oh my god. What else? Airblade? Let's do one with Meteor Rain at the start. And then we'll switch. Okay, I'm doing this and then I have to go walk my dog. Fire Fist, Blast, Dark Wisp are highest DPS that also get 50% against Bjorn. Isn't Bjorn resistant against Dragon? Should I go Fire Fist? Fire Fist, Blast, and Dark Wisp are the highest DPS that also get 50% against Bjorn. He doesn't resist Dark Wisps. Or Flame Funnel, obviously. You're saying I should go Fire Fist? You're saying I should go Fire Fist against Yorn? Pal Professor? On the website? I feel like if I try to rush him with Fire Fist, he's going to get hit. I mean, I could try it. But doesn't he resist Dragon? I guess it does a lot of damage anyway. I mean, I can try it. No Holy Burst on Yorn. Okay, let me just clear him with clear his ads with Meteor Rain, and then I'll swap skills. If you guys see a skill that doesn't work, then we'll just swap it. I guess it does a lot of damage anyway in the Bjorn column. I don't know. Yorn should be really good against dragon damage, so it doesn't make any sense. Beam Slicer? Okay, you guys want to see Fire Fist, right? See, but look at Airblade. I mean, Airblade's just incredible. Look at that. There's Fire Fist. Fire Fist? Oh, no. See, he's Fire Fisting into Diamond Rain. That's what I want to avoid. That can get bad. Oh, what was that? You guys saw that? You guys saw that, right? I put the pal back in and it spawned right on the boss. That was weird. Weird. Oh, the table doesn't take weakness into account? Yeah, that explains it, yeah. Dark Wisp is quite good on Murn, though. Not bad. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way that that skill is gonna be high DPS against him. He reduces it by like a third, so it's quite a lot. Though honestly, the flame funnel is not doing a whole lot of anything anyway, because we have Invader here. Freeze, freeze? Yes. Interrupted. I feel like my character looks like James Bond running with this gun. Looks like a look at her go. It's like a James Bond movie. The running animation. Okay. I feel like Mega Boost gun is quite good. Alright, that does it. Oh, I got clipped there. That does it for Bjorn. Let me read your messages here. Don't think it takes into consideration skills missing. Table doesn't take weakness resistance into account. Airblade would be better than Fire Fist. Yeah, that makes sense. Beam Slicer, well, Beam Slicer should be good, but Beam Slicer also sets him on fire, so at least he has that. But anyway, if you can do that with 2 Astagons, you can do the rest of the towers, no problem. Quite obviously. You can use it for everything. All raids and arena. Quite good in arena, honestly. Better than I was expecting. I was expecting them to last a lot less time than they did, to be quite honest. But this build for arena is quite strong. Quite strong. Only lost to that ice team. All right, let's go over the build one more time before I close it out. Don't forget it also mines for your conclusion. Oh, that it also mines. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could just rush Astagon and do everything with it. But you know, the issue here with this build is it's got Invader. Invader is a late game thing. So you could just use Musclehead. The cool thing about Astagon is like its base defense is good enough to where, look at its defense and base. This is without Diamond Body or without any defense buffs. This is just Legend and Demon God. So you could just go Musclehead up with them and skip Invader and do everything. I think in Arena with Musclehead, they're going to be just as good. It's going to be very little difference. Well, okay, maybe not little, but because Invader's quite chunky. Invader's a lot for those elements, but still, quite good. You could have him for the base and for combat, for all raids, and for all Arena. So quite decent. Let's go over the build again. The build for Arena is this one. So they got Meteor Rain bred onto them. I'll share the calc link in the video description. And then I think they need Skill Fruit for Beam Slicer. I don't think they learn it naturally, and same for Dark Wisp. So quite good, honestly. You could roll with a team of Astagons from the start and let them build trust. I mean, they can kill the Ice Tower boss, which is Bastigor. It's kind of their counter, but they still do pretty well against them. So pretty good pal. Not sure really about the comparison with Orzerk and Yormuntide. I think it's really close. But I guess it's like Reggie Ultima says, it depends on what you're using them for. But they clearly have no issues at all with the Ultra raids. At all, no problem. Honestly, a lot of other pals struggled more. with Ultra Raids. So yeah, I will leave it at that. I have to go walk my dog. But thank you very much for everybody who tuned in and for your comments and the chat. We went through a lot of topics today. So thank you, Impatient MP, Regiultima. Who else is on here? Let's see. Impatient, Tio Scar, Alexander, Regiultima, Vampiric Fox, B3Z, Call Me Sins, Raziel 2002, Aerial Flip 97, Arthur BD, Falcal, Dio Kaku, The Aura King, Nicolas Rodriguez, Ahmed Choran, Cypher, Yami Sonic X, Buffen Smirts, Michael Hello Games, Buskins 9166, Yin Yang Dragon, Big Damon, and Mob Psycho. A lot of the people that tuned into the chats. So thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the Astagon build. It definitely works. And thank you to the people who suggested it, including Impatient MP. Hopefully, you guys can ask Pocket Pair to fix Fire Fist Breadstorm so that it's a little more consistent and at least sticks to the target. Would be good. A good change. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. I think people enjoyed it. I'm trying to mix up the content for people who enjoy both things. So we did both in this stream. I will be doing something very different for the next one. Hopefully, not tomorrow. I'm taking a break tomorrow. But tune in next time during the week. Maybe Monday or Tuesday. I have something very special that I want to show you guys. It's not arena or raids, but it's going to be very fun. And there's going to be a lot of dying involved. So make sure you tune in for that. I will be posting the time of the next live stream in the channel. I will be posting it in Discord and in YouTube. So you guys take a look at that one. It's going to be a very fun stream. But most likely during the week, not tomorrow. So as always, thank you everybody for watching and for tuning in and for your comments and feedback. I really appreciate it. So thank you for your support. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And I will see you guys on the next one. So have a good rest of your weekend. Eat well. Take it easy. Get some rest. I'll see you guys on the next one.